What's going on, people? This is not a put down video. I'm not going to put down on my people. I'm not here to do that. But I want to say, I just got finished watching a video, and I know I don't bring these up in there, but I feel that it needs to come in here. And I got several things that I want to talk about. I don't know how long the video going to be. It just depends on how well I can make my points in this video and everything. But I want to talk about gold digger pranks. I want to talk about gold digging stuff. To me, in my strongest opinion, I believe that's good. I think it's good to an extent because, for one, we know that I'm not like y'all, like I said, I'm not gonna let Esau off the hook because Esau, the so-called white man, the Caucasian man, is responsible for our women. See, we have been put conditioned into slavery. You see what I'm saying? Our people's been conditioned into slavery, and I might have to go back and put the title in there what I'm talking about because it probably make it hard. I remember years ago somebody said when you put the title of the video in there, it makes it easier for people to be able to see the video. But I have not been putting the titles and the names in these videos, and it probably cause it people to not to really catch it fast. So I'm gonna have to work hard and make sure I'm putting the titles in there. So I might have to just go back and put the title in. But I don't even know how I want to name the video. But I just finished looking at this video, and this brother he goes by the YouTube by the name of Kilo, Heartbreak Kilo, and he's not the only one, but it's several people, it's several video YouTube channels. If you go on the home page of YouTube, you literally see people that you subscribe to and people that you're not subscribed to that do videos or gold digger pranks every day on a daily basis. And you can find these things on YouTube. Now, once again, our enemy, Esau, the biblical name for the so-called white man, is responsible for our people being in these conditions because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men are no ways in no position to be able to take care of our women, and our women's is just pounding down hard on us, the men. You know, they saying, well, I want me a man that can take care of me. If he can't do this, he got to get out and work hard and grind. But guess who's causing us to have to work hard like that? Esau, the biblical name for the so-called white man. That's who I'm going to put it led to because they are responsible for all of the atrocities and the diseases and the millions of murderers that happen in our country. Now, another thing. Now, this is not to put down on a sister, but one of the things that really makes me mad, I cannot stand a user. I hate users. I don't like that kind of spirit. It really literally would make me very, very angry. Somebody, if I approach a sister, right, and all of a sudden she just keep walking and shows an attitude or whatever, and then try to come back, although I never owned the car before, it'll make me mad and it'll piss me off. But the only difference between me and those people on the streets, they actually deal with it a little bit better than what I would have done. By me being able to relate to these struggles, I'm not calling myself no Jew. I'm not calling myself any of that, but I'm just gonna say I can relate to struggling and all that type of stuff, rejection and shit, things of that nature. On point. Yes, I can relate to that. And when somebody comes back after, like if you keep walking and all of a sudden you turn around because you saw that I got a material possession that you can basically benefit off of. The only difference with me, I'm pretty crazy when I'm mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm mad when I get mad. It's like I get real crazy with it. And another thing, the difference between me and them, they actually would have the way they deal with those people that comes up to them like that. They deal with them on a more patient level than what I would be. I wouldn't be as patient like that. I'm not gonna wait and just engage you for a long time. I'm just gonna get to the point and call you out for what you is. And that's with any situation. That's with any situation. If if I don't like a person, if I don't like a person, and I'm not comfortable with your vibe, I'm just gonna come out and tell you, I don't. You're full of shit. That's how I am. Now, with me saying that, does it mean that I don't love or have compassion for my people? No, it doesn't mean that. I love my people. I can be very upfront with people. I can be very upfront with them, which I am, and still love them with all my heart. I do. I don't hate my people at all. So I want to make sure I put that on the table. I don't hate my sisters at all. You see what I'm saying? God knows. I do. I know. I believe in my heart. I know I love my sisters. You see what I'm saying? I love the Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman because the Black woman it is that they are everything to us, to me. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you dealing with a like about the Bible says in Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just what? If you look at Christ, Christ wasn't all loving. If you look at him, if you go to Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3, the Bible said the Lord is a man of war. So that tells me that God is not all love. And then he said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, there's a time and a place and a season for everything. There's a time to love people, love, and there's a time to hate. You see what I'm saying? You can't go around here and be all loving to everybody. It shows you that Christ had a balance in how he was. He didn't just walk around and the people that was treating him like a damn dog, he just stood up there and just was still nice to him and they were slapping. Oh no, you know. Mm-mm. You think that I'm supposed to sit up there and let somebody just slap the shit, let a racist person just come up to me and just hit me? And I'm supposed to sit there and be like, well, I'm a Christian. I'm going to let the Lord handle it. No, that's the time that you supposed. This is not promoting violence. This is just saying, if don't put your hands on me or whatever. When you start getting into my space and stuff like that, then that's something else. But and you go to like trying to make. I mean, like I don't think you're supposed to sit up there and just let people just hurt you now. Because the Most High God, he give you the wisdom enough is to use the wisdom that he gave us is to protect ourselves. We got to protect ourselves. It's just like you're not going to let nobody come into your house and hurt your family, is you? Now, I kind of got off topic. My bad on that. But we talking about this gold digger stuff. If a woman or somebody comes back to me after, if just say if I had a car or if I had money or something like that, it's not the idea that I'm like, oh, you stingy, you that no, it's not that. The thing that would piss me off is that you came back because you know in your mind why you came back. You came back because of what you feel you can benefit. I don't like that. That's a turnoff. You see what I'm saying? It's a turnoff because Esau, the white man, had put it in our sisters' heads is that it's okay to do that. They put that in their head that it is okay for you to do that. Like they saying, we'll help you and give you all the help you need. We'll put you in a big bedroom apartment and all that kind of stuff. But you got to get the man at the house. That's not right according to God. That's not right for a sister to be selling their bodies. That's not right. You don't do that. The Most High God never intended for you to do that. Now, when I go into stuff like this, and of course I'm gonna have to prove it. Let's look at this in. Leviticus 19 and verse 29. It says, do not, now God is, let's read who he's talking to. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel. See that? And say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I am the Lord your God, am holy. He said, you should be holy. Now, how do you be holy? Here is one right here. This is how you be holy. And this is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. This is how you be holy. Now, what does the word holy mean? The word holy means to be separate. The Bible says in Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. And then it said, you shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my you shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Reverence is another word for respect. The word holy, it just simply means to be. Let me show you why it's so important. And it says, now let's go back up and let's read Leviticus chapter 19 verses 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredoms and the land become full of wickedness. That's wicked for you to be selling your body. That's wicked for you to be selling yourself as money. That's not right. No, you're bought with a price. And he said, if any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. Now, what are some of the ways that God destroy you? Number one, he will allow you to get HIV or AIDS. Let's just keep it real. If y'all look, sisters, I ain't trying to say nothing to put nobody down and act like I don't have no damn faults or none of that shit. I'm not even trying to even do that. But at the same time, when you anticipate something like that or whatever, I've known some people in my hometown to get demolished of AIDS and HIV. And I've known some over the years where this man gave this sister AIDS because he was brainwashed and he was conditioned into that way of thinking. Who brought AIDS in? The so-called white men. All of diseases and all that stuff, they're responsible for every bit of that. Of course they are. So of course we can hold them 1,000% reliable for all of that because they have trained and taught out. We have learned of their ways, people. So the thing is, it says in Leviticus 19, verse 29, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to reiterate it because I want us to get this. It's not just for you all women. It's for me too. It says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredoms and the land become full of wickedness. It says, don't even, when you be a whore, it messes and it fucks your children up. It fucks that fuck your daughters up and your sons up. That shit'll fuck you. It messes up your children. That shit will mess your ass up and your whole family. Then you wondering why granddaughter is cussing great grandmother out. Let me say it like this: granddaughter is cussing grandmother out. Granddaughter don't have no respect for grandmother. Granddaughter is twerking all in front of the mama. You know where all that shit come from? From white supremacy, because that's what they are. I can be commenting on, let's say, a sister's post. Do you know who comes there and like on them posts more? So-called white people. They like, I be like, damn, these people is worse at this when it comes to this immoral sexual thing and all that kind of stuff. I would have to say Caucasian people are the worst at this shit, man. Like, god damn, like you can't even, like, you be trying to deal with your own people. And look, I'm not trying to add other stuff into this video or whatever, but somebody calling me. But that's the way it is though, people. You see what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to be no damn whore. That shit was of Esau. You know? That shit is of Esau. It says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. And we all know what that is. Because let's go to Ezekiel 16. Let's go to Ezekiel 16. I think I'm saying it right. I believe. Let's go to Ezekiel 16. I think I'm saying, I believe I'm right. Yep, I think I was right. Ezekiel 16 and verse 32. But as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. That's what that's going into. She takes strangers. A person, she'd rather go out and sleep and have sex with other men than to be faithful to her husband. They gave, now look, now this is where the shit come in at about them exchanging their bodies for money. They exchanging their body to get money. You see what I'm saying? And the Most High God said he's against that. But as a wife, I'm going to read verse 32. But Ezekiel 16 and verse 32. But as a wife that committeth adultery, the Most High says she don't care. She'll sleep with another woman's husband to do, and it's the man, it's both of them fault, because if he knowing what's going on. But as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of a husband, they give gifts to all whores. Gifts, that's talking about money. They exchanging that the money is a gift. Look what it says. They give gifts to all whoredom. That means they pay these prostitutes. They pay these women money. The Most High said, why would you take something that you're bought with a price, precious, and use it and profane it? Because you know what can come with that? AIDS and HIV and AIDS. I'm gonna name it like that. Oh, let's see, how can I say it? Esau done train our women is to be whores and selling themselves. Esau trained our women is to be whores and sell themselves. Yeah, that's what I named. So I got to go back and put the title in there once I'm done with this video. They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers. You give your gifts to all your lovers. That means this is talking about the man. The man turn around and give all his money to these women. We're not supposed to be doing that. That's disgusting, bro. And hires them. Thou givest gifts to whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers. That's money. And hires them that they may come in unto thee on every side for thy whoredom. They hire these women, pimp these women. That all of this stuff is going into pimping. You pimp this woman and make money, using this woman is to get money for her to have intercourse with all these different men. Now watch this in verse 34 of Ezekiel 16:34. And the contrary is in thee. Contrary is something that's against the other one. Contrary is something that disagrees, that's not right. It contradicts the other one. That's contrary. Contradict something means something that goes against the other one. So this is what's going on. That's what contrary is. The contrary is in thee from other women's in thy whoredoms. That means if a woman, that's why the Bible says, so is the woman, so is her daughter. And the contrary is in thee from other women in thy whoredoms, wherein none followers thee to commit whoredom. and thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. That means no reward is given unto the man. He just paying, and he's hiring these people, and these other people is making money off uh of you. They getting your money. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on here. They getting your money. Let's read this one more time. Verse 34. Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 34. And the contrary is in thee from other women. That means when you go contrary, or when you contradict and goes against the principles of right and wrong, whatever is falling upon your mother as a it's gonna fall upon your daughter too. And it's gonna fuck your daughter up. Your daughter gonna be out here. And guess who taught y'all that? The so-called white man. And the contrary is in thee from other women, in thy whoredoms, whereas none followeth thee to commit whoredoms, and in that thou givest a reward. You give us a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. You give a reward, you paying these hookers, you paying these people who is dressed up in the garment of Esau. You paying these women, but nothing is given unto you. In other words, it's like they getting paid, you just having pleasure, but they getting paid, but you losing money. That doesn't even make no sense. Therefore, thou art contrary. We as against contrary means you is against what's right. You can catch AIDS and HIV, full blown AIDS when it's when I think they say it's when it's reached to a point of where there is you can't cure it. You just gonna be take yourself out. It leads to this type of stuff. Thus said the Lord God, because thy filthiness, see that's what I just said. Filth is disgusting. It's just filthy. Thy filthiness was poured out, and thy nakedness discovered. Though thy whoredoms with thy lovers, and with all the idols of thy abominations, and by that abomination means a sinful, wicked, filthy, sinful act. The blood of thy children, which thou gavest unto them. Behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, having sex and pleasure and stuff, and all them that thou hast loved, and all them that thou hast hated, I will even gather them around about against thee, and I will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all thy nakedness, and I will judge thee. See that? The Most High God said he will judge you, and I will judge thee as women. How he gonna do that? Tell me how he gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how he gonna do that. He'll make you catch AIDS. He'll make you get full-blown AIDS and full-blown AIDS or HIV. That's what he's saying. That's judgment will come to you for that. And I will judge thee as women that break wedlocks and shed blood. You know why it's saying shed blood? That means that woman can put other men's lives at risk and cause them to get shot, because this is the world of Esau. Esau is, but you have to understand, the so-called white man, Esau is behind all of this. And I will judge thee as women that break his wedlock and shed blood are judged. I will give thee blood. I will give thee blood. You cause a man to lose his life, and you get yourself caught up in the middle of that. Who is out here dying over women? So-called Hispanic, Black, and Native American men. she will put your life in jeopardy if she don't have the Most High God in her life, man. And you know what? Esau be happy. The so-called white man, white woman, and child is happy when they look in our community and see this going down in our community like this. And I will judge thee as women that breaketh with wedlock and shed blood and are judged. I will give thee blood in fury and jealousy. In fury and jealousy. You sometimes you can get your what happened. A lot of men he find out that his wife is out there messing with another man. What happened? The man may get violent and want to go take a gun and go shoot the other man. You see what I'm saying? She put other people's lives at risk, and then she turn around and then she put herself in a position to where the man may get upset and want to do something to her. This is what happened when we are playing around in Esau's world. I mean, I will also give thee unto their hand, and they shall throw down thy enemies' place, and shall break down thy high places. They shall strip thee also of thy clothes, and shall take thy fair jewels and leave thee naked and bare. There's a lot of stuff that can happen to you. They shall also bring up a company against thee, and they shall stone thee with stones, and thrust thee through their sword. This is talking about a judgment, bro. And they shall burn thy houses with fire. Damn. They shall burn thy houses with fire. That means that man can, you know what this is going into? That can make the person that really love you get caught up into doing, you can put yourself in a dangerous situation, and this man might snap and want to go off, catch you and go and burn up your house and do all kind of stuff. See that? It says, and they shall they shall burn thy house with fire and execute judgment upon thee. That's the purpose of it. That's your judgment. You'll get that. And in the sight of many women, I will cause thee to cease from playing the harlot. He said he will cause you to cease. He will wipe your ass off the planet. And thou also shalt give no hire anymore. Now let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. I'm gonna sum it up. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Bible said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. The Bible, God is doing all this. When we are not, even me, if I'm out there doing caught up into stuff like this, and it can happen to me too. When you live a fast life, that shit it'll mess you up. The Most High God will take you up out of here. Okay, let's according to the Bible, so is the mother, so is the daughter. Ezekiel chapter 16:44. Let's go to verse 44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Same thing with father like son. And you know it can go both ways. It can be it can be so is the mother, so is the son. It can be the son. It can go both ways. If son is seeing his mother in all kinds of stuff, but it mainly uses the woman with the daughter. If the daughter's a whore, which I just read, then the mother is gonna be the same way. I mean, excuse me, the daughter gonna be the same way. So is the father, so is the son. That's why it says, let's read verse 42. So I will make my fury toward thee to rest, and my jealousy shall depart from thee. Now let's read the first part about God bringing judgment. And they shall burn that's Ezekiel 16 and verse 41. And they shall burn thy houses with fire, and execute judgment upon thee in the sight of many women. And I will cause thee to cease from playing the harlot. That means he'll bring judgment upon you as so. And you know, God is talking to the daughters of Zion. He's talking to the men too. And me too. He's talking to me too. This is for me too. And thou also shalt give no hire anymore. Don't give, and thou also shalt give no hire anymore. So I will make my fury toward thee to rest, and my jealousy shall depart from thee, and I will be quiet and will be no more angry, because thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth. You didn't keep the commandments. You didn't even remember the good time. You didn't even want to do nothing good, but has frauded me in all these things. Behold, verse 4, that's verse 43. And behold, therefore, I also will recompense thy way. That means recompense means to pay back what you did. You get the shit done back to you. Upon thy head, said the Lord, said the Lord God, and thou shalt not commit this lewdness above thy abominations, wicked, filthy, sinful acts. That's what abominations is. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Thou art thy mother's daughter. Thou lovest her husband. Thou lovest her husband. See, this is going into the mother is going after her daughter's husband too, and her children. And thou art the sister of thy sister, which lonest their husband and their children. Your mother was in Hittite, and your father in Amorite. This is going into God is saying that our people was in a Gentile state of mind. That's what he calling you. That's what he calling us. He's saying you are the heathen. You're no different from the heathen. He's literally calling the Israelite woman a Hamite. Thou art thy mother's daughter that lovest her husband and her children. Thou art the sister of thy sister, which loanest their husband and their children, and their mother was in Hittite, and your father in Amorite. So God is literally calling these people these names here. So when I let's go back to the gold digging part. I didn't read it all, but I'll come back and read it. Just take time and do it in another video. A gold digger prank is something that I can't. I mean, when what bothers me the most is when our people have that mindset. You see what I'm saying? And what I would do Me, I'm not as patient as a lot of them would be. I'm not gonna even lie, man. I would be cussing them out as soon as they. Now that may be wrong. I probably would be cussing like I don't know what when they go to coming back. I ain't gonna even know because it'll make me mad because it just makes me know that you're not an honest person, and it's showing me where your head is at. You're showing you don't have no class. You're showing that you're showing your true colors is being revealed. You're showing also that you are in the ways of Esau, the so-called white man. And this man, Esau, is causing our women's is to they lying to them and brainwashing our women and telling them that you are inferior to a black so-called black man, and the black man you are they are inferior to you. You don't want to date them. This is what that's why you think they run around and use the phrase, I don't need a man, I don't need this and that and the third. That's a brainwashed bullshit ass shit that's taught to our people from slavery. Ever since they divided the homes and all that type of stuff. This is the shit that they done put in our people's head. So that's all I have to say for right now. Yeah, that's all I have to say for right now. So I'm gonna come back and we'll talk. If I left something out, let me know in the comment section.